Right, how's it going, guys? Welcome back to another video. So today I've been tagged in a house, it's called Houseplant YouTuber tag, and this time I was actually tagged in it. I didn't have to tag myself. So thank you to It's Me Rebecca B, that's her channel name. I'll put a link here or maybe in the description or both. But it's just 10 questions about houseplants and about us as YouTubers. I don't like to consider myself a YouTuber because I'm not really. So yeah, I'm just going to be going through the 10 questions and kind of letting you know my answers. I'll go through at the end who I'm tagging, but I might as well just get straight into it. I'll be doing a houseplant update, like tour update soon. I just need to kind of get my room tidied before I show you around because it's a bit of a mess. So right, number one is, what is your favourite genus? So with regards to houseplants, I'm going to have to say Sansevieria, which is actually Dracaena. So because I saw on Facebook people talking about Sansevierias and they were saying, oh, we shouldn't call it Sansevieria because it's actually a Dracaena. So I looked into it because I was like, what? Like, is that right? And then I've looked into it and it's actually called Dracaena. So that's going to be my favourite genus, but I don't actually like the traditional type of Dracaenas. But I'll give you a quick update of my favourite Sansevieria or Dracaena, because I haven't shown you guys in a while. So this was Silver Flame, and it is growing lovely. Look at that. Like, if you remember when you would have last seen it, this pup was probably this big, maybe the size of that, or maybe a bit smaller actually, but it's just exploded and it's looking really nice. There's 3 really nice pups coming up, but yeah, that's looking really good, and you can see why that is my favourite, because it just looks awesome. If you can find one of these, get it. They are a little bit more expensive, but you can see why. So they're really nice. So that's my favourite genus. So that's number 1. So number 2 is, what's your least favourite genus? At the moment, Peperomias, because they do look nice. Like all of mine have looked so good for such a long time, and then as winter came, my Peperomia rosso has completely died. I've had to throw that away. My Peperomia piccolo banda, I obviously left it without water in it. It died down. It's growing back just fine, but it's just a bit aggy, like a bit too much attention required. And what other ones? My Peperomia prostrata, which is the string of turtles, that died. Sounds like a death video. Partly me to blame, but when I bought it, like, the roots were just like rotting. It was overwatered at the garden centre. Obviously I've had it a long time since then, but it just never got better. It just slowly deteriorated. So Peperomias are going to be my least favourite, but it's not because I don't like them. I love the look of all of them, but just my experience hasn't been very good with them. Number 3 is, what is a genus that intimidates you? Calatheas only because everything you hear online, which just goes to show you shouldn't really trust everything you hear, but Calatheas, everyone talks about how they need high humidity and they're really hard to kind of keep looking good. I've got a Calathea orbifolia which has never looked bad, and I've had that for, it's got to be maybe 8 months, something like that. I've had it for such a long time and it's just looking great. I'll show you that in my update video, otherwise I will end up picking stuff up too much, but I'll show you that in another video. But it's looking really good. And I also got another Calathea which I have in a terrarium at the moment, and it's doing great. It's looking good and it's grown new leaves. Obviously it's in a terrarium, so it's a bit more humid, but yeah. But going back to the question, they, I find, are intimidating. I probably wouldn't buy another one to keep like outside. Also Marantas, I think they to me seem quite intimidating. I don't know why. I don't think I'd ever get one anyway, but it's just that they just end up growing leaves and then they go like half brown and then you've just got brown leaves, and I just don't want that. I don't know, and I don't think I would be able to, or I get the idea that I wouldn't be able to look after it properly and keep it green or humid enough. But the ones that I do have, the calatheas I do have, look great, so don't always listen to what's online, or don't always be scared to try out stuff that other people have not done so well in, I'll say. I don't know, I've probably worded that really bad, but next question. If you were a houseplant, what would you be? I was looking at this, I was thinking, what on earth do I say about that? So I came to the conclusion that I would say I'd be that houseplant that you'd put by the window so that it would grow nicely in that area, and then it grows the complete opposite direction. That was all I could come up with, like, because I don't really want to say a specific plant, because then I'd have to reason why, and I just couldn't think of any reason. So that's my answer for that one. Sorry if that's a little bit underwhelming. Right, number 5. Was there ever a houseplant you ended up disliking after purchasing? Yes, several times. One houseplant I bought and I had it probably I probably had it about 2 weeks, and then I just threw it because I didn't like it. What was it called? It was a ficus, one of those ficus that you need to keep watered all the time, otherwise it just dries up, shrivels, and looks like death. It was one of those. I bought it as a filler plant and I didn't like it. I got home and I was like, I don't actually like that. And then it just ended up drying up, watered it, revived it, dried up again. So it just didn't really fit my watering schedule. No, I just didn't like it. So as you all know, everyone that's kept plants, I'm assuming, once you kind of don't like a plant that much, you just neglect it and let it die. Well, that's what I do. Disliking after purchasing. And yes, I'll say disliking after purchasing. I'll leave it there because I can't really think of anything else other than the peperomias. Like the peperomia rosso, I didn't like that very much when I got it home. I bought it because it was like this big and it was like £2, and I just thought it looked cute, and then I just never really liked it that much. On to the next question. What is your favourite method of propagation? If you are a loyal subscriber, you know that I like any type of propagation, apart from water propagating. I like any type of propagating, leaf propagation, cuttings. I just like propagation, dividing plants, growing from seed, all of that. I love it all. What are your favourite plant things? What are your favourite plant thing you like to do? I'm going to take from that, what's my favourite plant thing I like to do. With regards to indoor plants, propagating, and outdoor plants, I like just coming home and it being like a sunny evening and just going out in the garden and doing some weeding, some potting up, going around in my greenhouse, just tidying things up, making everything look presentable and nice, that sort of thing. I just enjoy gardening, like casually in a sunny afternoon. That is the best thing ever. Then question 8. Have you ever gone overboard with purchasing houseplants? Yes, I did last year. Kind of as soon as I got into houseplants, I was watching like millions of houseplant videos on YouTube, and I'd go out probably every week and buy another houseplant or 2 or 3, and I just kind of ran with it, and it was obviously very enjoyable, but you do end up just getting overloaded with houseplants, and then you don't look after them as well as you should, and you let them die, and then it does end up just becoming a bit of not a full waste of money. But I think everyone needs to go through that stage and then get to the other end of it and be like, right, okay, I'm going to be a bit more responsible now, and I think I've reached that responsible point, I think. So yes, I did go overboard. Number 9, have you ever been swayed by social media popularity pressures? I'd say yes, as most people probably have, because well, I think I've done pretty well, because a lot of the people online buy these really rare plants that are like 100 or 200 quid each, and I just think that's crazy, because the longer they are in the market, the price is going to plummet down. But I did buy one alocasia, which I wasn't shopping for one. I love alocasias, but I never really wanted one. And then I ended up buying this alocasia capria red secret, which it is beautiful, but it's still in its pot. It looks really nice on camera. It looks nicer on camera than it does in person. What's going on with that leaf? But yeah, it's got a new leaf coming out here, and like I said, and the underside is like such a nice deep red colour. It looks really nice actually, and now I'm going to slate it, but I don't like it that much. It's really pretty, but I don't like it that much. I bought it because I know that they're quite hard to come by, and I think that's the thing that gets me, is when you go shopping regularly for plants and you see stuff online and people have got it and you're like, oh god, I really want that. And then you see it in a store or a shop like once and you pick it up because you don't want to risk not being able to get it when you want it, or if you think about it later and think, oh, I should have got that. So I picked this one up, which is really pretty, and I do need to put it in a nicer pot and present it better. But this is one of those ones where I just thought, oh, everyone raves about them online and they're quite hard to come by or rare, so I'll pick it up. And yeah, this is an example. Oh, and my Monstera deliciosa, like that, I'm not in love with it, and I think that was one of my first houseplants. That was again, just because like everyone has one and I was like, oh, I want one. But you then kind of find your own aesthetic in houseplants and you find what you like. So it's all a progression. You just got to make sure you don't spend too much money unless you have that, and then go for it. And then number 10, which is the last one, is what is a plant you own that you feel should get more spotlight on social media? And I was quite proud of my answer for this. I've got the perfect one, because so many people struggle with fungus gnats, myself included, but I have plants that deal with them quite well. I won't say they deal with them fully, they don't eradicate them, but they catch them all the time and they look really pretty. And this is the Pinguicula, so it's carnivorous plant, and that lighting is not doing it no favours. I think a lot of people don't buy these because they are like intimidated by the having to keep them in peat and then using only rainwater, but these are so easy to look after. They're really pretty, and look, you can just see how many. Let me try and turn this light down so you can see it a bit better. You can just see how many fungus gnats it's caught. And yeah, I've now got 3 of these. Well, no, I've got loads, but 3 big ones, 3 different varieties. And if you have fungus gnats, get one of these, just try it out and see if you like it or not. And then they're so easy to propagate. You just pull one of the leaves off, place it on some sphagnum moss, and within a week it's grown a baby, and they grow really quick. So that is my plant that I think should get more spotlight, because a lot of people use like pesticides or complicated things to get rid of fungus gnats, when one of those guys or a couple of those guys will keep the fungus gnats down. So yeah, that is my tag. Thank you, Rebecca, for tagging me. This is my first tag I've ever been tagged in, so thank you for that. I appreciate that. And I'm going to tag Stories and Succulents, who I tagged in my previous tag as well. I'm going to tag Emma Greenwood, and my third tag is Miss Bird. So I'll leave the links to all of their accounts in the bottom. I'll leave a link to Rebecca's channel as well. Go check Rebecca out. She uploads really frequently, and she's got like incredible houseplants. They are so established and massive, so she's definitely worth a visit. Thank you all for watching. I hope this was enjoyable. Yeah, so I'll see you guys in my next video. Hopefully my next video will be a tour, and my greenhouse is starting to burst now, so I'll be doing a lot more greenhouse and outdoor videos. Let me know what you're looking forward to seeing. I will be doing a video. It was requested to show my bulbs that are coming up, like tulips and daffodils and all that. So I'll be working on that video. It may take a while because my tulips aren't yet flowering. But anyway, the ramble is over. Please like and subscribe if you enjoyed, and let me know your opinions in the comments. And yeah, if you want to do this tag and I haven't tagged you, please feel free, just do it. Don't worry about giving me a shout out or anything, just go for it, because my first tag I tagged myself in, so if I could do it, you can. Thank you for watching. I'll see you in my next video.